Welcome to The Legend of Taylor, a Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast based on the music, memes, and lore of Taylor Swift. We welcome all listeners, so whether you're brand new to D&D, brand new to Taylor Swift, or experts at both, we're excited you're here. And now, to meet our players and characters. My name is Lauren Muir, and I play Ricky Shea, a tiefling ranger and warlock based on the song My Tears Ricochet. Ricky's pronouns are she, her.
I'm Casey Fisher. I play Saracen, a half-elf warlock who is inspired by Don't Blame Me, and his pronouns are he, him.
I'm Daphne Miles. I play James Stormfury. She is a Mark of the Shadow elf wizard. Her pronouns are she, her, and she is based on the song Mad Woman.
My name is Ray Utarnyachet. I'm playing Reading, a forest gnome barbarian who's inspired by the song Change from Fearless. Reading is gender fluid, and today their pronouns are they, them.
And I'm Lindsay Allen. I will be your dungeon master. So when last we met, you all came face to face with the poet in his lab, finally. At dagger point / threat of axe, you approached where the poet had Rebecca restrained on the table, some odd contraption on her head, wires coming out of it. And he said, I am so excited to see you for the show. And then he flipped a lever. Electricity surged everywhere and devices that lined the room. And some of you got a little shock. And then you guys were kind of jerks. And
Whoa, wait.
we started a fight.
We started no fight. Clarence started the fight.
We were talking.
We were just talking.
Mm-hmm. So a fight broke out mysteriously. Let's see. Claren has some new veins showing. She's got red eyes now instead of the whites of her eyes. And she's got an odd ashen gray tone to her. And she has some very strong feelings about the work she does and the work the poet is doing.
Very much into it.
She tried to convince Reading to join Diamond Sky. Reading said, yeah, absolutely, but had fingers crossed.
Yeah, so we think she bought it, right?
So we think she bought it. Meanwhile, let's see. A lot happened.
A lot happened.
The poet called forth a couple of steel defenders to help him out as his wonderful contraption was working on Rebecca, who grew weaker and weaker during the fight. Saracen, you and Ricky attempted to flip the lever back, but it's a pretty strong lever. He's a pretty big, strong guy, and you have yet to be able to shut off this machine. Just as the poet was stepping back and saying, finally, I get to watch my cool thing happen, you heard the sounds of doors slamming open, turned to find entering the room not only the Queen, Emma Grace, but her son, Prince Maxim Grace, saying, hey, I thought you were going to wait for us. And then as they approached, the electricity surged once again. Rebecca, weak on her last leg, collapsed and died. And that's where we're going to pick up.
Our heroes had their asses handed to them.
Our heroes did not roll well last time.
Our heroes have all new dice out.
So that happens, and Queen Emma strides forward. And she's like, have you done it then? It's her magic hours. And the poet approaches where Rebecca is collapsed on the table and is studying her and studying the lines and where they were connected. And I believe we've done it. I believe we have. And Emma says, incredible. Who are these people?
She's met us.
She's far away.
Oh, okay.
It's a big room.
Ricky puts her hood up.
Incredible. So they stride forward. What are you guys doing?
Oh
This was kind of a twist.
I know.
We lost, right? It's over?
Better pack it in. Anyway, if you could just hand me my wife back, that'd be
Are we
great.
out of combat?
I will let you have a conversation here. We are not technically out of combat.
Okay.
But as Emma approaches, she will notice Reading and James first. And she will look at James, because she last saw you at the party. Say, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
We just came here to deliver this, and Saracen's going to do his Misty Visions, which is silent image at will, and he'll make the cake that we delivered to
Yes, please.
Can we do flour on us too? Who had that one? Dun, dun, dun. We'll just walk out.
Are you trying to walk out of the room? with
Yeah.
your
Yes.
cake?
Yeah. Let's do it. Makalari.
So you try and turn and walk. Mm-hmm. Okay. You get there. The metal scorpion gets an opportunity attack on you.
Damn scorpion.
Okay.
So we're going to do that.
It wasn't fooled by the cake, then? The scorpion?
The scorpion.
11?
Does not hit.
Okay. It swings its stinger at you. You easily sidestep while carrying this
The
cake.
cake?
How far are you trying to get?
To the door.
To the door?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
Won't go that close to the buzzing thing that stung him
Okay.
last time.
As you walk, Maxim will come to meet you and he will pull out his...
Hold on. You have to say the next word faster.
What do you mean?
He's just going to whip it out.
Yep.
What?
He rips off his shirt.
No, I think he'd make more of a show of it.
Yeah.
He is gonna pull out one of his short swords, which is what he calls it. No. So he's gonna pull out one of his short swords and hold it up to you and say, "You're gonna want to stop right there."
Cutting the cake, and I'll set it down in front of him. Great idea, Your Highness.
And he'll yell towards the poet while keeping an eye on you and just say, "What is the meaning of this?" And the poet will say, "Rebecca Archer invited them, and who am I to deny them a show?"
While I'm this close,
Yeah.
do I see the dagger that means so much to Ricky on his thigh?
Did you ever describe it?
I did, when we were trying to spot it, explain what I was looking
Yeah.
for. I don't know if I described it in like detail, but I think
We know there's a
It's like-
dagger that he carries.
Yeah,
that
and it's
you
like
gave
it
him.
has like a
it's-
jewel on it, right?
yes.
Okay. Roll perception.
Great start.
Yeah. I feel like this thing
It's a
isn't
7.
big enough for your giant dice.
So no, it's hard to see.
Okay.
He's got a lot of weapons on him.
Yeah.
That would be a little difficult to find a dagger, I think.
I kind of want to try something crazy.
Okay.
Nothing is too crazy right now. We're getting our
Great.
asses handed to us.
I would like to cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
I would like to make myself look like the king, but dead like Claren. Like gray skin, red eyes.
Whoa.
And I want to cast that on myself, march out, and say, "Stop this nonsense at once."
Okay. You see Queen Emma's eyes land on you, and she doesn't say anything at first. She walks forward. She stops right in front of you, where you're standing with the king. "Stephen, is that you?"
My darling, I've missed you.
And then she looks at the poet and she says, "I told you not to make him one of your abominations." And the poet shakes his head and says, "I didn't. They're doing magic." How are you not better at this? And she goes, "Oh, I see." And like lightning, her hand reaches out to you and snatches you around your throat and pulls you closer. She's like, "Show me your face."
Can James put a knife to the queen's throat?
You can try. So she just has to beat a 10.
Yes.
Yep. She rolled an 18. So she has one hand around your neck. She doesn't know who you are. James tries to approach her with a dagger to kind of grapple her. It does not work. So she... What's your AC?
13.
She rolled a 14.
Damn.
So she has one hand around Ricky's neck, and with the other one, a fist comes at you so fast, faster than you can blink, and hits you.
Don't you think she would have disadvantage if she already had her hand around Ricky's throat?
Doesn't she seem really strong?
She does. She
It's
does.
just a fist, though.
Yeah.
For 10 points of damage.
Oh my
Holy
god.
That's a strong fist.
I am down to 5 points.
So she punches you. Blood is coming out of her
Rude.
face. It's a hard hit. Like, she's good at punching. She says, "I'll deal with you in a second." And then she looks at you, Ricky. What would you like to do?
I would like to say that man is an imposter.
She, unfortunately, at this point, believes the poet.
There's no way to do a deception.
Not with him calling her dumb for falling for it.
Well, I was going to say, is there anything that Ricky could know from her close relationship to Maxim that she could use here? Something like, if I wasn't your husband, would I know?
Roll a history check.
Great.
How Come on.
7. That's going to do it, right?
Yeah.
So with a 7, no, you
No, I
don't
don't have any
remember.
details.
You can only try and persuade, I suppose, if you would like, but you're going to do it at disadvantage.
Okay. Then if I'm going to try to persuade, I'm going to say, if you think I'm an abomination, then what are we doing here? Why are you here supporting this man's work? Help us.
You say that? Mm-hmm. Then you don't need to roll persuasion. She holds your neck tighter and says, now I know you're not him. And she will shove you away from her, which is you must succeed on a strength or a dex saving throw, which is 8 plus 5 plus 4.
17. That's high. 14.
Okay. You are now prone on the ground in front of her.
I told you I was trying something crazy.
You tried
It
it.
was worth it.
I'm going to say, I hope your husband haunts you.
From the ground.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So she shoves you away. She'll just call for the poet and say, did it work? And he goes, I think it did, but he seems very confused by whatever he's seeing in this machinery. And that's when Maxim steps forward and he will say, did the experiment work or not? What is happening? You can tell whatever this is, they've been planning it for a while, and the Graces are very annoyed by what's happening. That's when the poet pulls up a charm from the table that was near Rebecca, and he's staring at it and he goes, I don't understand. I don't think it charged. And Emma's like, what do you mean you don't think it charged? So it didn't work? He's like, oh, maybe we just wait. I'll set up the machine again. So he starts striding towards the lever.
Uncle Laurie, get him.
Oh boy, so it's
Uncle Laurie, come on.
Uncle Laurie's on the lever.
And then Queen Emma will look around and said, okay, fine. Let's gather the rest of these and throw them in the dungeons already. And so everyone starts moving against you guys. We are once again moving, and we're once again going to go back into combat. We're going to keep it where it was, which means reading, it's your turn.
I mean, there's a scorpion in front of me. It just feels like, why are we fighting the scorpion?
I know. We got bigger fish to fry, I guess. But Maxim's behind you.
Maxim is behind me. How close is Maxim?
He's 10 feet away, so if you move 5 feet, he will be in melee. However, the scorpion will get an opportunity.
Right, it is an opportunity attack. Let's attack Maxim. I'll suffer the, what do you call it, attack?
The opportunity
from,
attack?
Opportunity attack from the...
So he's going to try and sting you for an 11.
14, yeah.
14, so he misses.
Yeah.
So you get to Maxim. What are you going to do?
I guess we gotta great axe him somehow.
You're going to axe the prince.
And
Yes.
you're in a rage, right?
I am in a rage. Here we go. 17.
17 misses.
Come on. I thought. I was like, that's higher than anything we keep rolling. How could that possibly miss? You're doing great, buddy.
Sorry about your boyfriend.
Yeah. Which might be when all of you remember that the Graces are a family known for being fighters and being very strong.
We are strong.
That's
shit.
why I thought they would fall for illusions.
Illusions,
They're
brother.
fighty. They're
Yeah.
not brainy.
They are fighty. They are not brainy. But apparently she trusts the poet more than a vision of a zombie dead husband.
It was worth a shot.
She fell for it for a little bit. Reading, does that complete your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Okay. James.
I'm within 5 feet of the queen because she just punched me, correct?
Correct.
Alright. I'm going to do sword burst.
Okay.
She must succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 13.
Yeah.
18.
God damn.
How do we feel about we steal Lindsay's dice?
I know. Guys, I have a heist within a heist. Okay? Okay, I don't think then she takes any damage.
She does not because it's a cantrip.
If the DM will allow it, could I toss one of the bracelets to Ricky on the ground?
Sure. She's right there.
Yeah.
Which
the
one?
horse? That seems to be the one that you want.
Is that Zone of Truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. yeah.
Okay. Does that complete your turn?
Guess so.
All right. It's Clarence's turn. And she heard the order to take you all to the dungeon now. She'll attack James with her axe. 18?
Yeah, that hits.
Great. 6 points of damage.
James is down.
Holy shit.
All right. And then she's probably going to spend some time tying you up.
Which you can do because I'm just
You're
down.
just down there.
Down.
All right. It is the poet's turn. He is very confused. He's looking at the bracelet, but he rolls over to where Makalari is, and he is going to try and reset the switch. So he is going to shut it off and on again.
Doesn't he incur an opportunity attack?
Technically, he only gets an opportunity attack if he tries to leave Makalari's melee, not just entering it. And so, since he's not removing himself from the space, there is no opportunity attack. However, Makalari will, as everyone does, get a chance to attack him on her turn.
Caw, motherfucker.
In my head, she, in fact, is just gripping the lever and ignoring him while he turns it back on.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's what
She's
a
on-
jerk
she's
bird
on the
would
ride.
do.
She's going along for the ride.
I think we need to have a talking to Makalari for this choice.
Yeah.
So as he turns it back on, the whole place starts once again to turn on, like electricity start to flow, all of that. And he's like, I don't understand.
Can we talk to him about this? Imagine if you had a light switch in your house and you were like, every time, like, maybe, maybe not. This is so hard to throw this switch. I might just live in darkness for a week straight. But he walked over and he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to build the dumbest switch in the world. Oh, can't he roll strength? I don't believe he can do it. And fucking Sarachen's just heckling from 60 feet away. Yeah, that's right. Throw it, tough guy. Throw that fucking switch. 3 of us were trying to turn that thing, right?
Yeah.
It was Ricochet, right? The bird, and Saracen.
Yeah.
Bird.
I tried a mage hand at one point.
Yeah, and a mage hand.
hand.
There's 4 entities on this thing.
I didn't even hear dice.
Because he doesn't have to roll to switch it. It's his switch. He knows how to do it.
So there's a trick. There's like a little like
trick.
button you gotta hit.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're doing
yeah,
a lighter,
right.
where it's like you gotta hit
It's a
the
child
thing.
lock.
And, yeah.
There's a child lock on the
We
back.
should have looked for the
Should've
child
looked
lock.
Wow, you guys came back punchy.
Not punchy enough.
I know.
Yeah, not damaging punchy.
We aren't landing them.
We're not landing
Yeah.
any
Just
punches.
punchy. However, that is going to be his whole turn.
And nothing happens to Rebecca when
Her body jolts.
Jesus Christ.
You asked.
I did ask. It's giving flashbacks to Claire and being and you tying up her dead body.
Just trying to set the scene. You asked. It is Prince Maxim's turn. So he's going to look at Saracen. He's going to say, are you going to come to the dungeons quietly?
Yeah. Let's go.
What are you rolling?
Deception.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nope. No.
No.
7.
Okay.
This one is out too.
Running out of dice.
Why can't we roll anything?
Anything.
If it makes you feel better, he rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's not.
So I think Saracen said it probably with like dripping with sarcasm, and he bought it. He still bought it.
He still bought it, so he says, okay, turn around so I can tie up your wrist.
Okay.
Okay.
Saracen said okay, but he does a full 360 like he's just too dumb to understand. He thought like,
Yeah.
you put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. It was just spin, shake it all out. Yeah.
He's gonna catch you in the spin, I guess, and pull your wrists back behind your back. Are you fighting him? Or are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Let's do contested, I guess, dexterity, because you're trying to slip out of his grasp, and he's trying to keep you in his grasp.
Yes. 7.
Okay. He rolled a 22.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
So he's gonna tie you up. He rolled a 19, so your hands are tied pretty tight behind your back. However, I just rolled a natural 13
Oh.
On Maxim?
on Max. He's tying up your wrists, and as it does, the heel of his right shoe breaks. He has disadvantage on his dexterity checks until it's fixed.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Wow.
What do we have that affects dexterity?
All right, so Saracen, you are bound. He's going to then turn to look at you reading, but he used his action to tie up Saracen.
So he's just looking at me.
But you know that you're next. Ricky, it's your turn.
Is it?
We're supposed to be fighting?
No.
Oh no.
I don't know.
I'm dead, so yeah.
I feel like you're dead. No.
How far away are Maxim and the Queen from each other?
25 feet?
It's too far. I'm going to stand up and drop the disguise self, and I'm going to look at Maxim, and I'm going to say, if you ever loved me, help us. And then I'm going to point at him. I'm going to do a cantrip called True Strike, which gives me insight into his defenses. And on my next turn, I would get advantage on my first attack roll against him.
Okay, great.
Should I choose to attack him?
Okay.
That's a good one.
Does that complete your turn?
Yeah.
Saracen, you're tied up. Cake is on the
Alright.
floor.
Yep.
Uncut. It's like he didn't even care about the cake.
What the fuck?
Gonna do some Misty stepping again.
Okay.
Up a level to the deck area up top. And once he gets there, he's going to double over at his waist because he's still tied up
Yeah.
and kiss the tip.
Yes.
I was just going to say, how do you get the tip?
I want to state for the record, this is the first time that I've been like, yes.
Yeah, I know.
You should absolutely kiss the tip right now. That's genius.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You kiss the tip and you just blooped right into your little bossa nova bass.
He's hoping Akalari will be there. Desperately
We're all
hoping.
hoping.
Yeah.
I know. 2 of her acolytes are in peril.
Yeah.
You're right.
She is not there.
He's going to start banging things, like smashing glass. I need you, I need you, I need you.
Okay.
Is there anything sharp you can get the
Oh, that's a
tie
good
off with?
Right. Well, yeah, he couldn't bang on things with it. Yeah.
I would say you have a whole bar set up, so I
right,
feel
those
like
little
you'd have a
paring knives
small
and whatnot.
knife for like cutting up like
Yeah.
garnishes and things like that.
Yeah, so he will take the garnish knife,
Yeah.
free himself, and then probably then start banging and just screaming that he needs her help.
Okay.
He's basically having a little tantrum.
Well, it feels a
hoping
little
she
like
shows up.
a tantrum / panic attack.
Yeah.
Fair.
Come on.
Which is fair. All right.
Yeah.
Does that complete your turn?
It does.
Great. It's the queen's turn. So the queen looks at Ricky.
Oh.
You. I'm not doing this again. And she steps forward and she attacks you.
Doing what again?
Whoa, hey.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, that one misses. But she is going to use a key point
No, what if she
and
didn't?
do flurry of blows on you.
Oh, come on.
That's 26. But she gets 2 unarmed strikes with it as a bonus action now. And that's a 16.
It hit.
Okay, so it's 3 hits,
Yeah,
15 points damage.
I'm still up.
Miraculously.
It's not looking good for Ricky.
James is down, so I
I
don't know.
don't think it's looking good for anyone.
I know.
That's gonna be her turn. Once again, the electricity in the room raises and vibrates. No one's within range of anything, so it shocks nothing. Scorpions go. That one's gonna attack. Reading for 9. That misses.
Miss.
The other one's gonna go for Ricky.
What if it didn't?
17.
Yeah, that hits.
7 points of damage.
Ricky's down.
Reading. It's your turn.
There's not much I can do.
2 of your friends are down. 1 is disappeared.
Disappeared.
You're doing great.
It's just you in a lab full of...
Full of vicious killers. I mean, I can't fight them, so. Saracen just jumped on a ledge and then disappeared, right?
Yes. You
So
may
I
have
have
seen...
no idea.
You may have seen movements of some weird acrobatic
Right.
sort of move. His
there.
horn would have clattered to the ground.
Yeah.
Which
Wait.
you know what that looks
So I
like.
know what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, yeah.
I know that he's somewhere safe. Can I like raise up my great axe and be like, I'm not fighting anymore?
You know, knowing you're beat.
I mean, I'm beat. So I guess I raise a white flag.
Okay. If you do that, James, roll me a death save.
I don't even want to look. I know. 18.
Mark 1 success. Crimson Clover, Claren comes to reading and will tie your hands behind your back.
Okay.
She ties your hands, feels okay, but could be something to work with possibly. And then Queen Emma looks around, says, just gather them up, throw them in a cell downstairs, and let's just finish this already. And as Maxim is kind of striding forward, only Reading sees this because you're the only one there. You can see the table where Rebecca Archer is currently strapped in. And you notice as you're thinking about, like, my friends are dead. I don't know where Saracen went. Like, what happened here? What went wrong?
I'm questioning our choices, our life
There's
choices.
maybe some questions to be had. You notice that Rebecca Archer is kind of glowing
Whoa.
And you're watching it and you're noticing like the poet is so intent on the charm that he had pulled from there. He's intent on the switch that he had been throwing. He was trying to figure that out. So he's not paying attention. Maxim is striding towards where Ricky had fallen, and the queen is staring at the poet intently. So no one really seems to be noticing this, but you're watching her. And the glow around her gets brighter and brighter. And as the poet seems to sense something, as the poet turns around, a wave of heat hits you. And it gets hotter and hotter. And Queen Emma looks at the poet. She goes, "What's happening? What is this?" And he goes, "I don't know." And then it's like a burst of fire. Almost like a fireball, but not in the sense that D&D players think of a fireball. Comes from Rebecca Archer herself and flings flame out in a wave around the room. You hide a little bit from it. It doesn't hurt you when it hits you, but it is warm, like it's hot. And when you blink your eyes back open, it's to see Rebecca Archer is now completely engulfed in flame and floating above the table. Her bonds burned off. And then she slowly sinks back onto the table and says, "I've done what I can. Please." And everyone regains all their hit points.
What?
Whoa!
She collapses, alive but unconscious.
I'm gonna cry.
Emma starts yelling, "What the hell just happened? What is this?" And he's looking at her and he's like, "You said she was an Aasimar, right? What does that mean?" He says, "Well, she has a phoenix lineage. That's what we were trying to harness." So she says, "We have to end this now. Get the rest of them tied up. We have to take them to the dungeon. We have to get this. I'm done with this. This is ridiculous." And we are once again in combat.
Yeah.
So everyone is waking up, but they're
Yeah.
like, "What just happened?"
Feeling
great.
Invigorated.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
It is the poet's turn.
Yeah, we haven't hit any of them
No.
once.
No.
So this is just them
Absolutely
killing
not.
us again.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like, yeah, they're just gonna do it all over again.
I would highly suggest you hit them.
Oh my god, wait, we're supposed to hit them?
You just need to roll a 19 or 20.
The poet is going to, with Emma screaming that you all need to be taken to the dungeons, I think he's actually going to stride to where Ricky is on the ground and try and tie your hands up.
Is this contested?
It will be contested.
Great. Hey, it's over 10.
Hey!
17.
14.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Yes.
The tides are turning.
You guys, I rolled the thing.
You rolled a thing.
So he attempts to tie you up. You manage to roll and dodge out of the way.
I don't think so, motherfucker.
That's his turn. It is Maxim's turn.
And the last thing he heard was, "If you ever loved me, help us."
That is the last thing he heard before all of the shenanigans. And so he is going to look around the room and he is going to start escorting greeting outside.
What about love? Why were you taking me?
He just kind of like smacks your head
Oh.
and is dragging you out. He probably won't get very far because we're going to call that difficult terrain if you're fighting him. That's going to be his action. Ricky Shay, you're on the ground.
Yeah, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
I cast this spell that gives me advantage on my next attack against him and then died. Do we think I have that still, or do we think that went away?
That went away. So it was also it was a cantrip and it was concentration. So
That's why I
you
figured
lose,
I would ask.
you lose concentration when you
Lost.
die.
Fair enough.
Just so we're all aware.
Well, I'm gonna stand up for sure.
Okay.
And then he's real far away, and the queen's right in front of me, and the poet is right behind me.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth. Sorry.
Why not?
Because he's so far away, and he's the one I want to be in this. But I have the poet and the queen right here.
Do it.
I have to, I think. But this is like the fourth time that Ricky has just been like, I can't get the thing I want. I have to get the thing I can get.
Oh, let that be a lesson to you, kids. Settle.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth on the poet and the queen.
Okay.
And just-
and that's a save. Well, the poet got a 16. The queen got a 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll let you ask a question if you want on your turn. The thing is, they know you've cast a spell.
Yeah.
They just can't speak a deliberate lie.
Yeah. Why are you so interested in Saracen?
Left turn.
It is left turn, but I think it's bothering her because now we've had multiple people hint that.
Yeah.
Like, I know everybody else's connection here. I don't know his.
Right.
And if I only get the one question, it's worth a shot.
A glare would form on her face when you asked that. She said, that child has been a thorn in my side since he was born.
And that's all she says.
That's all she says.
I can't say why.
I said you could ask one question.
You did.
And she can be evasive. Does that complete your turn? Any bonus actions?
I think I will recast my cantrip of True Strike.
Okay. On
Her.
Okay. Saracen, you are still alone in this horn.
So, Saracen has gotten out of the rope bonds. He has broken some glasses.
Yeah.
He probably took the record off the record player.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bossa Nova
Yep.
cuts out.
Record scratch. So, yep, thank you. And I think after a lot of panic and throwing cushions around, looking for everywhere, he just comes to a standstill and like glances around. I'm assuming he hears just silence.
Yeah. You can hear it in the silence.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He doesn't know how to feel about that just right now, but he will bounce out of the horn, look, and be shocked that all his friends are standing again, right?
All his friends are standing again. They look really well, considering
Yeah.
I think at least one of them was dead when you went into the horn.
Oh my God. So Akalari was here. Okay. He feels totally buoyed. This is incredible.
Reading, however, is getting dragged out the door by Prince Maxim.
She can only do so much. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you reappear, I go, speak of the devil.
Saracen will cast Agonizing Blast on Maxim, who's guiding reading.
Great.
Nice.
It's my first 13.
Oh, no.
Oh.
But that
Auto
with
crit.
the attack, it's 18.
18 hits.
Yes!
So I'll roll for damage.
Something.
Roll me
Right.
some damage.
6 force damage, 2 fire damage. So 8 total.
And now roll me a percentile.
Oh boy.
Good one. 58.
For the next minute, any flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flames.
This really feels like signals from her. She's
It really
a fire
does.
genie.
It does, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
So that's probably going to happen for the rest of combat. Just so
Okay.
you know.
If you touch anything flammable.
It goes into flames.
It bursts into flames.
Perfect.
As long as it's not being worn or
He's-
carried.
to point it out, he's on a wooden balcony right now. Great.
To clarify, it's like what he touches with his hands, right? It's not like
Yeah.
because he's standing on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's still his turn, right?
It's still his turn. He can move, yeah.
Oh, I can? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
Because you haven't really moved. All you
No,
did
he
was
just
come out of the
popped out,
horn.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think since he's on the second floor, he'd try to swing down off of that, grabbing the railing
Okay.
to swing down. As you know, he's not going to jump, whatever it is,
Right,
10
right,
feet
right.
down. He'd swing down.
What's the railing made of?
Wood. It looks. Yeah.
Seems to be wood.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So give me in athletics or acrobats just to land on your feet. We'll say DC 12.
19.
All right.
Woo!
So you
Finally.
swing down, smooth as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You land however you want to land,
Yeah.
however cool you want to land. And as you do, the railing above you bursts into flames, and the fire is now spreading. What I love about this is that you guys have been threatening to set every building you have gone into on fire. So this is incredible, really.
Oh my god.
We did it! We accomplished a single goal
It's like the one thing we're good at.
by accident.
Totally.
Accident.
Through chaos magic. All right, you are on the ground. It's Emma's turn,
Emma.
and she is on.
Feeling really guilty.
You think?
Mm,
Huh. She's gonna move towards you.
yeah.
She's mad. She's gonna say to you, because she can tell you cast a spell on her, that she can't lie. And she's gonna say to you, you want the truth? He never left you. You were always just a time filler, and you're a fool for thinking that he ever left you.
Damn.
And then she's gonna punch.
She doesn't even really need to.
I took damage just from that.
Ricky goes down.
Out. Down bad.
Mess.
Whew.
Rolled 2 natural ones in a row with this dice, just so you know.
So Emma takes a knee. Really?
Yeah. She stops and says, I'm really sorry I said that.
You know what? That was mean. Even for me, that
I
was
take it back.
Damn, Emma! Get back up there. I think she's just so upset. She can't hit, apparently.
Sure can't.
What an asshole. That's it. She can't do anything else unless she hits. You somehow managed to duck that, and she's just like, oh, it's so frustrating. Get them in the dungeons already. That's her. Lightning crackles. Saracen, give me a strength saving throw.
11.
7 points of damage, Saracen.
But you also healed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good.
Everyone healed. So, little scorpions.
You don't need to
Scorpions
still
are
know.
still
They're
around.
done.
Someone
Come
trying to
on.
kill these things already.
Can you set metal on fire?
No.
Okay. Melting.
Flammable. 16?
For me?
Yeah.
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 I think that hits.
For 8 points of damage.
Sure. Fuck it.
This one's gonna scurry up to Saracen. 18.
Yep.
It's like it feels bad for rolling 2 natural ones before. 7 points of damage. Reading, it's your turn. Maxim is dragging you
Oh
away.
man, I guess we gotta fight Maxim now. He's right there. I'll take a swing at him with my great axe.
All right, take a swing at him.
Let's go, reading. 22.
22 hits.
Fuck them up.
So I'm also raging, right? Still
You're still raging.
7 damage.
Okay.
It's a hit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
We haven't done anything.
I know.
I scratched his
true.
cheek probably
yeah.
with that.
Yes.
You guys haven't done anything, so
Hey.
7's good. All right, that complete your
That
turn.
completes.
Okay. James,
Yeah, I'm alive.
you're alive. You're on
Feeling good.
You're on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll onto the purple carpet
Okay.
Roll.
and stand up. Yeah. And I'm going to 5 feet by 30 feet cast Tasha's Caustic Brew and hit Claren and Maxim. So I'm gonna carefully keep it on this side so I'm not hitting reading.
Doesn't Maxim have disadvantage on dexterity saves because he rolled a 13?
He sure does.
His heel, yeah.
God.
His heel is broken, right?
Yeah.
The heel of his boot.
Of his lifts. It's okay to be a short king.
Let's call him.
You just gotta have like the courage to be cool about it.
For the record, you have to wear heels when you ride horses.
And they are Louboutins.
They're Louboutins, and they're very sturdy, but for some reason this time, they broke.
Yep.
And it's not saying anything bad about Louboutins.
No.
Well, Claren rolled an 8.
She's really not good with acid.
No.
Wait, who threw the acid last time?
This is how I feel.
She holds up her hands. Not again! All right, Maxim has disadvantage. He rolled an unnatural 20.
Right, but disadvantage?
I rolled a 19 and a 16, and he has plus 4.
So each creature within the line must succeed a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration or until the creature uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off of itself or another creature. They take 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of its turn.
Okay.
And I cast that at second level.
Second level.
The damage increases by 2d4 for each slot above first.
So it's total of 44.
44.
right?
Nice.
Okay. Well, it is Clarence's turn.
Okay.
If you want to roll 4d4
I sure
of
do.
damage right
I
now
sure do.
on my girl.
11 points of damage.
And she is going to go, not again, not again. And spend time wiping the fucking poison off of herself.
She learns.
And that's her action, right?
That's her.
Yeah.
That'll be her action, yeah.
Good job.
All right, it's the poet's turn. He probably saw you set that on fire, Saracen. I think he's just going to lightning lure you again.
Sure.
It's a strength saving throw.
8.
Well, you took 1 point of lightning damage.
Me?
Yeah. it is Maxim's turn. He's going to continue to drag you out. Would you like to do a contested strength to try and break out of his grip?
Yeah, let's try to do that. 21.
Well, that beat his natural 13.
Yeah.
So you break free out of his grip. So he's no longer dragging you. Maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast within the next minute.
Does he cast spells?
Nope.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
He sure doesn't. That's going to be him because his action was to try and grapple you. Ricochet.
I'm going to lead with a question,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask the queen, what are you trying to do with Rebecca Archer here?
You actually get a smile out of her with that. And she says, I'm trying to do what we've always been trying to do. What was the goal from the beginning? We're creating one kingdom, unified under one ruler, just like Stephen dreamed. And you hear her like get a little choked up when she says that.
No, I guess I'll just hit her.
Okay, hit her.
I'm going to try to, and I should have advantage.
You should have it because of your true strike, correct?
Yeah. We're going to go short sword. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Nice.
Imagine she's like, no.
I know, right? It's not going to do that much, though, because all the spells are on the other guy. But,
Anything at this point.
yep. It's 8 damage.
Okay. Does that complete your turn?
Yeah.
Saracen?
Well, first, let me ask a question.
Yeah.
I forgot to do Makalari the last two. Can we say that one of those, she just turned invisible?
Sure.
In the meantime, we'll slide over toward Maxim, not leaving melee with the scorpions so as not to incur attack. He would like to touch the carpet, which there's a large carpet running the length of the room that Maxim is standing on. Looks flammable from here.
And Claren and James.
Yeah.
As the fire comes toward me, can I?
She is 3 and I'm thinking it's like hop.
It'll take some time. Yeah.
Okay.
He will do agonizing blast on the queen. And
Do it.
19.
19 misses.
What?
Anything else, Saracen?
No, but Makalari will fly.
Great.
Makalari is going to zoomy towards Saracen. She's still high in the air, though, like not in the strike zone of the scorpion that's right next to him.
Okay.
The question is, can she attack a metal scorpion?
She can attack a metal scorpion, but she would need to be in melee range, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
I'm thinking if she drops...
Yeah, if she drops, she can
thinks
attack
she
scorpion.
can attack a metal scorpion?
Yeah, why not?
Let's try it.
It's metal, so you just gotta hit it hard, you know?
Okay. And she'll do
Look
this...
for the weak points, girly.
Ding. 10.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
All right.
Right, it's Emma's turn. She's gonna punch Ricky.
She likes the punch.
She does like to punch. 26
That hits.
Yeah.
for the first punch.
First
It's another 26 for the second punch. Gonna use a key point
Oh God.
Why?
for a 16
Hits.
and an 18.
Hits.
24.
I'm down.
Well,
Hey Rebecca, how you doing up there, girl?
She has 1 hit point and she's passed out. None of you have checked on her.
can't get over there.
Exactly. Whoa.
All right, the lightning crackles. Saracen, give me a strength save for Makalari.
15.
15 makes it. So it like zaps through her, but it just kind of like goes all the way through. So she's good. Scorpions. Well, Ricky's down, so this one's gonna over to James. Hey. 7.
Nope.
Yeah. The other one's gonna attack Saracen. There we go. That's 22.
Yep.
Great. That is 4 points of damage.
It's very bloody.
Great. Reading. Your hands are still bound, but you're no longer being held
Right.
by Maxim. What would you like to do?
Clarence in flames.
Claren will not be in flames yet. Next round, she'll be in flames.
I'll use my action to run towards Rebecca. Because I'm not doing it. I can't. My hands are tied.
Gets you
Can't
that?
fight anyone. Maybe she could.
Use
She
the edge of
might.
the table.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rebecca, help me out. I know you're
I
dying.
know. Hey. Psst.
Untie me. But I don't know. She may have something on her. So I mean, I can't.
Is she still
really,
on fire? Could you just light that?
I mean, I can't fight Claren, and
James, your turn.
All right, I'm going to move off of the carpet, and then I'm going to touch the bracelet with the lightning.
Finally.
And aim for the queen.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have any stats on it, but
We don't know what it does
No.
or how
No,
bad
but
it
I
is.
mean, we've seen
Shot.
Rebecca use
One
it.
We've seen
shot.
Rebecca use it.
One shot at the king.
All right, so you aim it at the queen,
Yeah.
and Ricky's down right there.
Yeah. She would be making sure that it was pointed at the queen and not going to hit her friend.
Okay. Her downed friend, who would definitely die. So it is a dexterity save. What's your spell DC?
Oh, 13.
She rolled a 12.
What happens?
What happens?
What happens?
Epic.
Go ahead and roll 10d6.
Listen to that sound.
Oh, dice.
All right. 35 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Like, she's right next to you, so you kind of like, you hold the charm and you touch it and you cast it, and it just blazes into her body. It throws her back against the wall where the stairs are, away from you because of it.
Is she bloody?
She's not quite bloody,
Okay.
but that hurt.
And James is just going to look at her as the lightning is crackling in it. She feels like the former version of herself, and she's just like, taking people's magic is no way to create peace.
Does that complete your turn?
Yeah.
It's a good turn.
Is Maxim in the corner like, Mommy?
Mommy!
Mommy, I'm on fire.
No!
I feel like we're super dead. Like, we just dropped our nuclear bomb, and they're like, yeah,
That hurt a little bit. Yeah.
I'm
We have
actual
not killed-
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky's
Like-
out.
Saracen's about to die.
She's out.
Yeah.
Speaking of, it's Clarence's turn.
Awesome.
Saracen, roll me a perception.
15.
She's been hit, but as she approaches, you can see like some of the, I think she was stabbed or something, like heals up a little bit as she walks.
No.
And then she swings her great axe at you
Rude.
for 10. I assume a 10 misses.
That does miss.
That
Woo.
was very disappointing.
Rudy, I'm sorry, your sister sucks.
She's terrible.
The poet
Oh, boy.
is going to be irritated at James. And he says, acid, is it?
No.
And a shimmering green arrow appears. 27.
That sure hits.
Cool. He did it at 4th level.
Oh, come on, man.
It was 7 points of damage for a 4th level spell,
I'll take it, man.
which is annoying. Maxim is in fire. Saracen, do you want to roll a d6 for some damage on him?
Yes. Would Saracen add his Genie's Wrath, which is an extra 2 fire damage?
It is fire
I
damage.
think thematically that fits here, right?
Kind of feels like it.
Yeah.
7 fire damage total.
He is going to step out of the flames.
Hey.
He's a lot of things, but he's not a dummy. He's going to swing at Saracen.
Mark is dead right now.
You might miss.
Okay, an 18 and a 23.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay. How many hit points do you have left?
7.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So he goes to swing on you. It's clearly going to hit, and it comes, and then a hand reaches out and catches it.
Yes.
And there's Akalari.
Yay!
I mean, I'm happy for you, but where the fuck was she 5 minutes ago?
It's like a new devotee, you know? You gotta like...
And she stops the blow and leans towards him and said, "We talked about this, darling. Saracen is not to be harmed." And then, in a blink, her and Maxim are gone.
Well, we wanted to kill him.
Hey!
We wanted Ricky to wake up, and then we wanted to
We wanted Ricky
I
to
know,
kill
I
him.
keep trying.
And it's like, even when I was up, I was like, I can't hit it. Like, he's too far.
I know.
Timing was always off.
Yep.
Ricky, give me a death save.
Does Rebecca have a song?
Rebecca does have a song.
I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark.
Yeah, go for it.
You're losing me?
No.
All right, it was worth the shot.
It is a good one, but it's not hers.
I felt like I had to try before I do a death save.
Always try.
Yes.
Nope, that's a fail.
Saracen, what do you want to do?
Wow, he's pretty stunned.
Yeah.
feeling pretty good about that, except for the darling.
Yeah,
she
that-
called Maxim darling. Yeah, but I
she
felt like it was
left.
out of habit because I was within 5 feet. That's how he's gonna think about that. So Saracen will disengage from Claren and run at his regular pace toward Reading and Rebecca,
That
and
complete
that
your
will
turn?
be his turn. And
Makalari?
Makalari is going to try to sting that little shit
Do it.
scorpion again.
Sting the shit scorpion.
13.
13 misses.
Okay.
The queen approaches James.
Oh, hey.
Oh boy.
She gets her punching fists out. She swings once. 26.
That hits.
She swings twice. For 17.
That hits. However, I am going to shield.
The second one.
Yep.
Okay. She's going to use a key point for flurry of blows. 11.
Nope.
23.
That hits.
So she hit you twice.
Yep.
17 points of damage.
That is exactly the amount of hit points I have.
Down
There we
bad.
go.
Down that.
It's her. I need a strength save from Makalari again, Saracen, for the crackling devices that she is near.
14.
14 makes it, actually.
Nice.
Good. All right. Scorpion goes to Saracen. 9.
Does not hit.
Other Scorpion goes to Saracen.
Any fire when that one crossed?
Yeah, I'll do fire with that one. You
Okay.
want to roll a d6 for him?
Yeah. 3 fire damage.
Okay. That's with your
Yeah. That's with it. Yep.
Sure is.
at 20 for the Scorpion.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So what's its max damage, right?
It's 9.
Dead.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah.
Reading.
Is Rebecca Archer conscious? Can I speak with her?
She is unconscious. I will say if you like touch her arm or something, she can kind of, her head can kind of, whew.
Wake up!
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady!
You called us here for some godforsaken reason.
I've got that, what do you call it? A healing kit.
Okay.
I could try to do something there. There's 2 things, actually. One's the battle medic. As a utilized action, you can expend 1 use of a healer's kit to attend to a creature within 5 feet of yourself. That creature can expend 1 of its HP dice, and you then roll that die. The creature regains a number of HP equal to the roll plus 2.
Oh,
That's your
Okay.
special feature, right?
That's a special...
You can definitely use that because the healer's kit, it looks like it only works on someone with 0 hit points, and she has 1.
Okay. Nice.
You would roll
Okay.
a d8 for her,
plus 2.
plus 2.
8.
Okay, so she regains 8 hit points. She wakes up.
Lady, welcome back. You look around, Rebecca.
Yeah.
We're in pretty bad shape. I know you've already helped us out once. What can you do this time?
She will look at you. I'm sorry. He's stolen so much from me. I don't have a lot. And she'll like hold out her hand to you
Right.
and take your hand. And she'll say, but we can come back for your friends. And she casts Dimension Door. And you guys are out.
Whoa.
they're just gone?
Oh my
We're
god.
gone?
You rematerialize, I think it's 500 feet outside of the house with
Nice.
her. She's slumping. She's not doing well. We'll get them back. I swear. I'm sorry. I just can't do anything but this. That's it for her. She's alive, but she's fading fast.
She's fading.
So, reading,
Yes.
you're outside with Rebecca, the one person that you guys have been trying to save this whole time. You can get her out of here now. As you're outside, Saracen is gone. Saracen, like, the next time you blink, you're not where is familiar to you. You're not in your horn. You're not anywhere you've been before. You are, in fact, in a very opulent dining room that's very warm with Akalari there.
So he's dead? This is just heaven? This is great.
He's in.
All right, it's over. This is the epilogue. Didn't think we'd be here so quickly.
Yeah. She's like, sorry, darling. Those graces, they're so tricky. But we couldn't let him take you like that. You realize as you're sitting there and you're looking around, you are actually now in Akalari's home.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Level up.
Which means you are now on a different plane than the rest of your friends.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Private jet.
The sexy plane.
Am I covered in blood, or is
You're
Saracen...
still hurt. You're still whatever you were before, but you're alive. And she'll like kind of push you a little bit to sit at the dining table. She's like, I'll get a meal going, darling. Hold on 1 second. And she kind of snaps her fingers. and food starts appearing on the table from servants who you can't even see. And she settles in across from you at the table, ready to have a very nice meal.
Okay. Am I dressed appropriately for this?
It's fine for now, darling. I understand where, you've had a big day.
Are the others okay?
Unfortunately, we can't get them out now. The deal was about you, not them.
Oh.
So you're safe for now.
What deal?
But don't worry about that. But you can at least heal here and relax, and we'll have some fun.
Oh no, this is not good. We're on a different plane, right? This is like your horn?
This is my home. I just call it a home.
Oh, okay.
I just live here.
Horn, home, same thing.
It's really nice. Does time pass the same here? No, because we're
It's around the same.
even up here in the land of the gods.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I don't know. It's all new to me. I'm worried about the
She's
others.
pouring you a glass of wine now.
Okay. Am I feeling better? Like, am I slowly healing? How's that work?
You're not healing. You would need to rest, and you get the sense that that's what she's urging you to do. Like, now is the time to rest.
Luckily, I think the pain is a reminder of what his friends are going through. Fucking thank
Maybe.
God, because
Because dreams really do come true.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, me too.
it's like trying to find the reasons. Did you get my message? I did go to the horn. We were freaking out because we went into that space and the Graces just started killing us. There's a guy named the Poet there. Rebecca Archer died like several times, I think, in front of us. It's so fucking crazy. She like lit on fire. I was lighting shit on fire. Was that you?
That was you, darling. You're very powerful.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thanks to you.
Sweet of you to say.
Could we go back? I think it would be best for all of us if we just went back. We do the thing where you just stop the swords from hitting my friends, and we go and do that and sweep them up here with us.
I unfortunately can't interfere with any of them but you.
What about Ricky? She has a special thing with you, right?
Well, she is one of my people, but unfortunately, she needs some time to be on her own for a little bit.
She's not going to make it on her own. When I saw her last, she was dead on the ground.
Darling, and she puts her hand on your cheek. They're not going to kill them yet. We have time. You can rest. You can heal. We can come up with a plan.
On how to save them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. She finishes pouring your wine. She pushes a dish up to you. Reading, you're with Rebecca. You're out of the fray.
We're out of the fray, but she's losing consciousness.
She's not good, but she needs help walking. She needs help.
We gotta go back in there.
That's my buddy.
I know you can't walk, but if we're gonna walk anywhere, we're going back inside that house.
She goes, okay. She stands like she's going, and she collapses a little bit more.
Oh.
She goes, Reading, I don't have weapons. I don't have any more spells. They've taken, I need to rest. I need to heal.
All right, well, you stay here. Sing some of your songs.
Keep yourself busy.
We'll come back for you.
Okay.
And go back inside.
Thank you, Reading.
You're welcome. You're the one that took me out, so thank you.
So you rush back in.
Yeah, I guess,
You
yeah.
say the password. You go back downstairs, and everyone's gone.
Whoa.
Which is when we'll go to our unconscious people. You get the sense of movement, the feeling of some sort of spell cast, the feeling that you're being dragged, and then you're thrown, and the sound of a cell door clangs behind you, and you blink open your eyes, and you're in the dungeon, locked up.
Are we in the same cell? Different cells? Can we see each other?
Yeah.
You are in different cells, but you can see each other
Okay.
through the bars.
Okay.
Bloody as hell.
Bloody as hell. You have 1 hit point, most likely because you had a bit of a rest while they were moving you.
And this is just Ricky and James.
Just Ricky and
in
James.
the cells seeing each other.
Do we see anyone else in the cells?
Roll perception with disadvantage.
Oh.
Can I roll too?
Yeah.
Feel like I'd be looking around. 16.
So I got a natural 20 and a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. James, this is every nightmare you've had.
Yep. Yeah.
You're back where you started, where you thought you had escaped.
Yeah.
You're not noticing anything. But Ricky, you managed to crane your neck to look down the hall where you can kind of hear footsteps walking away. And you see it's Maxim. And he gets to the exit and he leaves, shutting the door behind him. And that's the end of our first season of Dexter
Oh
Taylor.
my god!
Oh, man.
Wow.
Thanks for listening. That's a real fucking legacy to leave.
We need a dice cleansing.
Yeah, we do need
Put
a
them
dice
out
cleanse.
under the full moon
Saves the
to
dice.
charge your dice
Lay 'em out in the
properly.
sun. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.